Yes, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Right now, I would like to invite Master and the whole Sangha, please stand up and bow and chant the name of the Buddha. Yeah. In Vietnamese, chanting. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư. Chụp hình đi con. Mâu Ni Phật. Thank you. Please sit down. Before we have Dhamma activity, first of all, I would like to invite Brother Quảng and Kiệt to say something, introduce about Master, about the Sangha. Right now, I would like to invite Brother. Now look on the platform and yes. Nhìn kia. Nhìn Nhật Bản.
Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Chúng con
Còn cái chụp hình này nhiều góc độ.
Xin được rất hân hoan được cung nghênh tiếp đón phái đoàn chư tôn Thiền Đức Tăng, phái đoàn Hoàng Pháp. Hôm nay chúng con xin được mạng phép nói vài lời bằng tiếng Anh cùng chư tôn đức và tất cả quý vị ở đây. Good evening, dear Venerable Master, dear Dharma brothers, sisters, and friends. On the occasion of the European American Dharma Propagation Delegation visiting and spreading the Dharma in the United States and stopping by the Dallas and the surrounding areas, we are very fortunate to have the good condition to meet and warmly welcome this delegation to be with us today. On behalf of the Sangha, I would like to respectfully introduce the members of this Dharma Propagation Delegation. First of all, I would like to introduce the most venerable Thích Như Điển.
Cho tràng vỗ tay đi chứ.
The Master is the co-president of the Unified Vietnamese Buddhist Congregation of Europe, the vice president of the World Sangha Council, the president of the Central Translation Committee of the Unified Vietnamese Buddhist Congregation. He also the Secretary General of the Dharma Propagation Council, the founder of Viên Giác Pagoda in Hannover, Germany, and the Dharma leader of the European American Dharma Propagation Delegation in 2026. He is the most venerable Master, is here to witness and support our Dharma activities this evening. And I would like to introduce the most venerable Thích Thông Triết, the Master and the founder of Chánh and Monastery.
Yes.
And the next one, I would like to introduce the senior venerable.
Con chụp hình con.
Thích Hạnh Đức, Abbot of Tây Phương Monastery in Minnesota.
Đứng chụp hình chứ trời nghe không ơi. Yes. Okay.
I would like to introduce the senior venerable Thích Trừng Sỹ, the Abbot of Pháp Nhãn Temple in Austin, Texas. And I would like to introduce the senior venerable Thích Hạnh Bảo. Oh, sorry.
Không sao, cứ nói đi.
Thích Hạnh Bảo, Abbot of Linh Tâm Temple in Finland and Viên Ý Temple in Italy.
Yes.
Next, I would like to introduce the senior venerable Thích Hạnh Giới, the Abbot Viên Temple in Germany. I would like to introduce the senior venerable Thích Hạnh Định, the fourth Abbot of Viên Giác Patriarchal Monastery in Hannover, Germany. Now I would like to respectfully invite our three key speakers this evening. The first one, the most venerable Thích Điển. The second one, the senior venerable Thích Trừng Sỹ, and the senior venerable Thích Hạnh Giới, to share their Dharma teaching with all of us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm first, master second, and then brother. Okay, wait. Yes. Now start. Yes, an image of the Buddha, and Dharma discourse to his group of 5 bhikkhu disciples. Right now, today is April 17, 2026. The topic presented tonight is the practice of spreading love and kindness and compassion on the person daily. Yes, this is very clear for you, right? I choose this topic to present for you. Right now, as you know, metta in Pali means love and kindness, and karuna in Pali means compassion. Yes. Namo Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. We just chanted before, okay, when we start. Yes. Here is very popular in Pali chanting Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. In Vietnamese, Namo Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. In English, Namo, the fully awakened and enlightened one. That's why we chant here when we start. Yes. This is the name of the Buddha. Yes, respectfully to homage to the Buddha, the one, the only one, exalted one, the only awakened and enlightened one. Respectfully pay homage to the wonderful Dharma of the Buddha, the path of living earth, being to this joy, happiness, understanding, and love for the many right here and right now in this very life. When we start, another time we respect the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Right now, number 3. Yes, respectfully pay homage to the harmonious and peaceful Sangha of the Buddha, the community of cultivated people who bow to live their life, virtual meditation, wisdom, deliverance, which try to understand to benefit oneself and all human beings right here and right now in this very life. Namo Sangha Giác. When you have time to go to a temple or even in at your family, when in only morning other time you can go to altar, right? You in front of the table with the flower. Other time you can chanting Namo, the title of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha by heart. If you learn by heart, that's not easy for you. It will be okay for me, right? For master is very easy, but for you have to live chanting right now, and you can chant it like that all the time. The more you chant it in the name of the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, the time you have a lot of Dhamma joy, Dhamma happiness. That's why I write here for you to follow. It's very easy for you to follow step by step, right? And right here, discover on practicing, spreading love and kindness and compassion to all the person. Right now, why I choose this topic? Because right now a lot of war, right? Fighting. That's why I choose this sutra to share to you, to learn this sutra. If you learn this sutra, you have more and more love and kindness and compassion. That's why I choose this topic, especially this sutra. Discover on spreading love and kindness and compassion to all the person daily. Not weekly, not monthly, but daily, every day. If you change this, other time you have more and more compassion, more and more love and kindness. That's why I choose this topic for you. Okay? Yes. Here in Pali with Metta and Bunpaha Sutta, right? Sutta means the Buddha's teaching, right? It's Metta, the name of the righteous name, the name of this sutta in Pali language. Bunpaha Sutta Metta. Sutta is very, very easy to learn by heart, very easy, but very powerful when we chant this in sutta. Okay? And that's why I choose this teaching to share to you. Right now, here, my learn by heart, right? May I be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May I be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May I take care of myself happily, freely, and calmly. Learn by heart. from right now, and go home and remember for you to learn by heart, right? It's very easy to remember by heart. I'm practicing sutra every day, not weekly, not monthly. Every day I chant this sutra. Vietnamese okay, but in English here I chant it by heart. That's why you have chanted here. If you want to list this sutra, please send to me email, your email, and I can send the whole Dharma activity today for you. Okay? Yes, and here my own being. You see, my own being in the eastern, western, southern, and northern direction. Be safe, well, happy in this room. May they be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and happily. Very easy to remember, right? And I hope after learning this sutra today, tonight, and go home, it's easy for you to learn by heart to practice. Okay. So here you see, when we practice love and kindness and compassion, we have a lot of love and kindness and compassion. A lot of time you have morning, you have peaceful Dhamma, right? And a lot of time you can share what who you like, you can share who you don't like, you can share, right? That's why right now when we have love and kindness and compassion, a lot of time for ourselves, a lot of time you have Dhamma joy, Dhamma happiness, and you bring Dhamma joy, Dhamma happiness to share your loved one, even the neighborhood, right? On human being. That's why eastern, western, southern, northern direction to all direction, right? That's why we learn here. It's very important. Easy to remember, but very important, right? And that's why we learn this. Okay, now here, my own being in the southeast, right? Southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest direction. Be safe, well, happy and peaceful. May they be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and can be very easy to remember, right? So I present this first, and then I would like to invite the whole Sangha to follow me and to change this together, right? Okay, now I first and you second. Here, my own being above, right? Above and below. So you see in the Buddhist, in the Buddha teaching, in Buddhist study, sometimes only people who are around here, but in Buddhist teaching, different direction, right? Even the above and below, right? In the heavenly being, right? And human being in the hell, we say compassion to them, right? That's why above and below. Right? Above and below, and to the left and to the side, in front of me, behind me, and around me. Very important for us to send compassion and love and kindness, right? Be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly, right? Very simple. But different location, but very simple for us to learn to send compassion to them. And here, my own being who love me, right? Who love me, who hate me. You see here, someone normally you send compassion, love, and kindness to those who you love. But in Buddhist study, someone who hate me, who hate you, you can send compassion to them all. Not no differentiation, right? No discrimination, right? In Buddha teaching, because of infinite compassion, love, and kindness, not the person who love me, who love you, you say. But in Buddhist study, who don't love, who hate you, who dislike you, you can send on, right? I think this sutra, if a political leader who learn this sutra, maybe peace come, right? No fighting. It's correct because they don't have good condition to learn and to change this sutra. If there is international political leader, they learn this sutra, maybe this words become very simple but very powerful, right? Who are friendly to me, right? Who are unfriendly to me? Not friendly to me. We send the love and compassion to them on, right? And then you can say send love and kindness, compassion. You say, may they be free from suffering, right? Suffering, sorrow, hostility, and illness, right? And may they be take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. Very simple but very powerful, effective. Now here, may I, the second part, may I free from hostility to one another, to anyone, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may my body and my mind always be peaceful, right? Very good. And it's the second part. But when we have love and kindness and compassion to send someone who around us or who different locations, but we practice first in the morning, afternoon, and evening, or daily, right, weekly. And we learn all the time. We have Dhamma joy, Dhamma happiness all the time. You have Dhamma joy, happiness you can share. Like you want to support someone who love. First of all, you have income, right? You have money, right? You can send to someone who love or who don't love. You can send them. But first of all, you earn money. You have money first. You have Dhamma knowledge first. You have Dhamma joy first. You have Dhamma happiness first. And then you can send them. If you don't have, how can you send them, right? And that's why you learn here and you practice. Very simple but very powerful. Okay, now here, we have, right? May my parents, siblings, children, relatives, and ancestors be free from to one another, toward one another, free from both physical and mental suffering. And may their body and mind always peaceful, right? Does make sense? Can you follow it? Yes, very easy, right? Okay, so here, may my teacher, sister, and brother in the Dhamma be free from hostility towards one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their body and mind always be peaceful, right? So very good. Not only one person, but different people, right? Love one, someone who don't love someone, and all time we can stand, right? Maybe enemy, right? Maybe neighbor, different people, right? We can stand. That's why in Buddhist study, because compassion, love and kindness, so we can say infinite love and kindness and compassion. That's why we can practice. If you have limits, love and kindness and compassion may be very narrow, right? But here you have infinite compassion, love and kindness. Metta and Karuna never limit, right? That's why we learn and we can say on people. Okay, may my disciple, right? May my disciple, student, fellow practitioner, colleges, friends, and intellectual be free from hostility towards one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their body and mind always be peaceful, right? I learn by heart every day. When I follow with master, with the Dhamma brother, my Dhamma Sangha here, and I can practice and I can send this compassion to all. That's why I learn by heart. Those who have good time to follow me, to follow the Sangha, every time I would like to invite him or her to learn this sutra first. Because I have love and kindness and compassion, other time you love all different kind of people, right? If you don't learn this sutra, maybe trouble. Even the political leader, right? That's why I introduce this sutra for you. And here you see here, may all Dharma, healer, living thing and living being honor, be free from hostility to one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their body and mind always be peaceful, right? And repeat again and again, again and again, easy to remember, right? Different name, right? Different topic. That's why for us to learn by heart. So right here, Namo the original master Sakya Muni Buddhaya. Now I would like to invite everyone and you on to join me in chanting love and kindness and compassion one more. right? One more time. Okay, I would like to invite you here with me to change together. Thầy định ra lấy cái máy mình có nhiều cái chuyện nào. Okay, now I would like to say here and I invite the whole Sangha to change in together one time, together with me one more time. Okay, now repeat loudly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Well, happy in this mood. May I be free from community, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May I take care of myself happily, freely, and calmly. Now next. May all beings in India, Western, Southern, and Northern directions be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from community, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. Yes. And may all beings in the southeast, southwest, northeast, and northwest direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. Yes. May all beings above and below, to the left, to the right, in front of me, behind me, and around me, be safe, well, happy, peaceful. May they be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. Yes. May all beings who love me, complete me, who are friendly to me, or unfriendly to me, be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from hostility, illness, sorrow, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. Yes. May I be free from hostility to one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may my body and mind always be peaceful. May my parents, siblings, children, relatives, and ancestors be free from hostility towards one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their bodies and mind always be peaceful. Yes. May my teacher, sister, and brother in Dharma be free from hostility towards one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their bodies and mind always be peaceful. May my disciples, students, fellow practitioners, colleagues, friends, and intellectuals be free from hostility towards one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their body and mind always be peaceful. Yes. May all daughters, givers, living things and living beings on earth be free from hostility to one another, free from both physical and mental suffering, and may their body and mind always be peaceful. Yes. Namo the original Master Sakyamuni Buddhaya. Thank you. Now I would like to invite to everyone to join me chanting love, kindness, and compassion finishly, right? Right now I introduce you, right? Now I would like to share a story of love and kindness and compassion with you. It's very powerful, effective story. When I search Tripitaka, out of time I have this story. I would like to share this story with you, right? Here you see here, the Buddha teaching on cultivating compassion, love, and kindness toward those in favorite condition. Right? Here, Angulimala protected chain. You see this person, another time disciple of the Buddha, very effective student of the Buddha, right? And you see here, one morning after having gone forth under guidance of the Buddha, the Venerable Angulimala entered the city of Savatthi on armed round. There he see a woman in labor. suffering richly and writhing in pain. Filled with compassion, he reflected how suffering being are. This story. So here, he returned and reported this to the Buddha. The Buddha said, right? And Angulimala go back to that place and say to the woman, sister, since I was born in the noble path, you see here, I was born in the noble path, right? In the noble path. The noble path means the noble path include right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This is very effective teaching of the Buddha. The noble path. I was born in the noble path, right? I have not, you see, I have not, right? I have not intentionally taken the life of anything, any living being. By this truth, may you and your unborn child be well and safe. You see, very good, right? I was born in the, he said, I was born in the noble path, right? So he would like to blessing the lady, right? The woman and his unborn child. He said, may you and your unborn child be well and safe, right? Very effective. And then the Venerable Angulimala followed the Buddha's instruction. He returned to the city of Savatthi and spoke to the woman, right? Spoke to the woman. Okay. Sister, since I was born in the noble path, I had not intentionally taken the life of anything living being. By this truth, may you and your unborn child be safe and well. Right? Why he can do it? Because he becomes student of the Buddha. He become noble one, right? He never do violence. He never this violence. That's why the student of the Buddha, the Sangha, the Sangha included lay Buddhist, male and female devotee, and Buddhist monk and nun who follow the Buddha way, and that time they practice love and kindness. Never practice, never do, right? Never done himsa, violence, right? That's why you see here Buddhism in the Buddha time until now never have religious war. You see, any international religion have if you search Google, you know have religious war. But Buddhist study never have religious war. If you want, you search Google and you know you compare, you know that, right? That's why learn here. And student of the Buddha, the Sangha who follow the Buddha way, practice love and kindness, metta, karuna, and ahimsa, non-violence. That's why he would like, I say, Angulimala said, I was born in the noble path, never this violent, right? I only was born, but I have love and kindness, compassion, and would like to blessing you, right? You and your unborn child, we was born, be safe, well, happy, right? Here, okay, and that's why you see at the result, a woman gave birth safely, right? Gave birth safely. Both mother and child were well. Very good, right? Very powerful, effective. Only blessing. And mommy and her child was born well, right? Okay. So and this story is recorded in the Angulimala Sutta of the Middle Land Discoverer, right? Middle Land Discoverer. Born in the noble path, means having gone forth and entered the Sangha of the Buddha, right? You see here, that's why I choose different color, right? Easy for you to follow step by step, right? Okay. Yes, and here. Yes, from that time on, original Pali verse, right? Pali verse. If we are, for example, if we are Theravada monk Another time we change this Pali language in short sentence, but very powerful when you see here. Another time you Pali sentence here. Ya cho ham Pangini Ariyaya Chatiya Chato Na Pichanami Sanchicha Bannan Chavita Voro Peta Tena Satchena Soti Te Huto Soti Yabasa. Right, this is a little bit hard. If those who Theravada monk, they learn this sutta. You see here, mantra. You see here, from that time on, original Pali verse have become a widely used protective chant in Buddhist community. It is often recited as the blessing for pregnant woman. You see here, pregnant woman. You see here, pregnant woman. And if you learn this sentence, mantra, right? When your loved one who have pregnancy, other time you can say like that. Other time maybe you say, oh, I was born in the noble past. I never do violence. Right now, I would like to send compassion, love and kindness to my loved one. Other time maybe your wife, child, right? Was born safely and peacefully, right? Here you see here, recite this blessing for pregnant women, especially as they grow childbirth, right? Childbirth. You see here. So in the Buddha teaching, you see here, the Buddha teaching not only teach young adult, right, but the baby who is woman, right? The Buddha can teach it. You see it? So that's very effective. That's why we learn here in the Buddha teaching. If you have time to learn another sutra, maybe have more teaching. But here only basic teaching, right? Yeah. Okay. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. This means the three sentences we just before respectfully pay homage to the Buddha. The one, the Buddha one, the Zod one, the fully awakened enlightened one, the first sentence, right? First sentence, that's Namo Buddhaya. And the second sentence, respectfully pay homage to Namo Dhammaya, respectfully pay homage to the wonderful Dharma of Buddha, the past living earth to peace, joy, happiness, understanding, to all people right here in this day life. Second. And the last one, Namo Sangha, respectfully pay homage to the harmonious and peaceful Sangha of the Buddha, the community of cultivated people who vow to live their life virtue, meditation, wisdom, love, and kindness, and compassion to benefit themselves and all human beings right here and right now in this very life. Namo Sangha. This short sentence, right? Here, Buddha, the wonderful Dharma of the Buddha, silently and solemnly, wherever I firm above in Dharma learning, Dharma practice, Dharma understanding, and Dharma joy, there I am happy and peaceful, right? Wherever you live, right? Where you stay, and you can change it all the time more Dharma learning, Dharma practice, Dharma understanding, Dharma joy, right? Sharing the merits. May the merits of today cultivation be dedicated to all living beings. May we and all human beings realize the Buddha way together. Sadhu, lành thầy, well done, excellent. Yes. Thank you so much for your attention and listening right now. My duty finished. At the time, I would like to invite our master, the head of Dharma Propagation Delegation in 2036. Master here with the Sangha right now. Master say something, a few words all the time.
Okay, thank you very much for your speech today. Venerable Thầy Trừng Sỹ, please come here, sit down. On year 1978, that is the first time for me to come to American 26, and after more than 45 years long. I came here many times to visit our Vietnamese community, Buddhist, Venerable women, and another temple around American. And before I came to Germany, I had studied in Japan, and that I know how to bring the Buddha teaching to the Western. But I was born in Vietnam, but I left my home country early 1972, came to Japan to study. And as you know, Buddha teaching today not only in Asian we practice, but the teaching of Buddha come from Asian to European and American, even Australian. It is very important as you see the compassion, the wisdom, the peacefulness. That is the very, very important point of our Buddhism. And so that Itolenik Dharma and another Vietnamese Buddhist master is Venerable Thích Hạnh. He teaches not only for Vietnamese but for all people who want to follow the Buddha teaching. And today I don't want to speak too much, but I invited my disciple. He is long time in Germany, and he met a PhD in Santa Cruz University in America. And so that now we can begin, and after question and answer I can help you. Good evening, most Venerable, and also guests. Thank you for coming. Indeed, we're happy that you're here. So we can share with you a little bit about Buddhist teaching. So as he introduced me to you, like I was studying in Berkeley and Santa Cruz. I started writing my thesis at the University of Hannover, and I graduated 2001. So I was 1 year in America to do field research, and I traveled also with different locations in America, on the east side, west side, on north to south. Those where the Buddhist communities are big, so I have visited that places. So my topic, you can search on the internet, but it's in German, it's not in English. Even though most literature I used was caused in English. I was at Berkeley University. They have a Southeast Asian library. Wow, that's great. I was there like almost every day. So spending from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the evening. So looking for books and so on. And I made a lot of copies. So when I went to America in 2001, I had only almost empty suitcase. But when I went back to Germany, I got 5 suitcases full of gold, books and so on. So I'm kind of happy now because you have come and you actually want to learn a little bit about Buddhism. So when you are interested in Buddhism, because there are many temples in the United States run by Vietnamese, but if you have the chance maybe to listen to a Dharma talk and so on, this is very good for you, like maybe if you are really interested into the practice. Above all, the practice is consisting of study and practicing. And Buddhist studies is not enough. there's no talking. I just start talking, and then you will see what the main focus of this Dharma talk is. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the Prince Siddhartha. This is the prince when he was born in India, long time ago, like 2,600 years ago. Okay, and then when he was born, he was the son of a powerful king and his mother, Siddhartha, and so and he grew up in a palace. Okay? But during his childhood, he's always thinking about the suffering of the people himself. And he wants to find a way how to liberate them on this suffering, on this attachment, and dislike and so on. So he started to go around his palace. His father allowed him to do it. So after tours, like we call it at that time, like he went from different gates out of the palace and then witnessed many things. We call it the four gates: the north gate, the south gate, the west gate, and the east gate. And every time he went out of the gate, he kind of witnesses something which made him very sad. So even though his father doesn't want him to, be sad because he wants him to be happy, but inside the Prince Siddhartha, he was sad because he would have witnessed people like he met the first person who was old man, and he cannot even walk properly. He's weak. So at the same time, he went out of the gate and he saw someone who was sick. Okay? Very sick in the morning and so suffering. And the third time he went out to the other gate, he witnessed that someone was dying. Or actually, that person died already. And he was wrapped in a mat, in a straw mat. Okay? So it's then put aside the street. And the fourth tour he made, he went out again and he met a ascetic monk who is living his life in order to liberate himself from suffering and so. So he, after returning home, he was sad, and then his father, he recognizes the priest is very sad. So he asked, what are your sorrows? Can I help you? I said, yeah, I have been thinking about all this. I have witnesses outside the house, and I have some wishes. I might ask you to fulfill my wishes. And the king said, I'm powerful. I can give you anything you want. Okay? So just tell me what you want. And he goes like straight, I don't want to be old. Is there any possibility that I'll never get old? And then the king said, oh, sorry, I cannot fulfill your wish because I even becoming old from time to time. So was there the same wish? Am I fulfill it? And the prince goes like, yeah, I always be sick. Okay? Oh, the king looked at him and, oh, son, I'm sorry. Even that I become sick, I cannot fulfill the wish. And then, okay, I have the third wish. And what is this? Oh, I want to die. I want to be alive. I want to be young forever. So the dad just looked at me. To look like someone who is healthy and never die someday. So I'm also suffering this. Once you are born, you go pass through these stages, and then at the end you die. So once you can say that once born, die. You die sometime. Okay? And so it was sad thinking about how can I be free from all those suffering. And after that, he left his family, his kingdom, maybe it was not exactly 1 seed, but maybe it means very little, you know. So we got very thin, and then if you touch it in the front, you will see the finger back. Right? I mean, it's only skin, it's bones, no flesh at all. Okay? So and then after he tried to find his liberation, by this kind of practice, and he almost died. He almost died because it was not easy, that kind of life. It is because most of the yogis in India, they try that way, you know, to live a kind of ascetic in order to reach enlightenment or liberation, to be free from suffering and so on. So after 6 years, he gave up, said, no, this is not the right way, not the right path. I want to. So after that, he cut his hair again, and then took some food offered by a village girl. You know, she made some kind of rice offered to him. And after that, he took a shower, cut hair, and took some of the food, and then he gained his health, his energy. So then he sat under the tree. Okay? And then become enlightened. So for us, what is interesting about this way of life or becoming Buddha? So in a certain way, we are also looking for liberation, for enlightenment. Liberation of what? You might ask. Liberation of any attachment. Liberation of any dislike. Because we know, once we live in this world, we have a lot of attachment. Okay? And once we can drop it, we are free. In that sense, we are free from attachment, from suffering. Okay, then this is what he did. He, after 49 days, he got enlightened because he knows about the Dharma, how the Dharma in this world exists and functions. This is relying on the original and also the cause and effect. This is one of the basic Buddhist teaching, the cause and effect. And that's why he understood how everything works in this world. And not only in our world, and also other worlds as well. So once he is free from attachment, once he is free from dislike, once he is free from delusion, and free from greed, from hatred, from ignorance, he's free. And I think that's interesting for us because we are all somehow looking for the same goal, the same destination as Buddha did. So, and also we can reach freedom by, let loose of attachment, let loose of the dislike, loose of delusion, aversion. So we will be also free like Buddha. And that has become interesting in Buddhism. As you know, we two kind of main school traditions, Buddhist tradition. And the first one is what the senior master has told you. This is from the Hinayana Theravada tradition. This is mostly in South Asia, so like in countries like Thailand, Burma, Sri Lanka, and so on. Okay? Thailand. And also we call it the Northern School, or also Mahayana School. And it's mostly like countries located in North Asia. And also like China, Vietnam, Tibetan, Korea, that's about Taiwan. So these follow the Mahayana tradition. Okay. And because of these two main schools existing, also the way for the people following and practicing is also different. Okay? If you belong to the Theravada or Hinayana tradition, your goal is to be free from birth, and then you will enter into a kind of what they call it a nirvana, be free. You won't come back in this life again. And the whole is to work hard to escape from this samsara world and never come back. But if you follow the Mahayana tradition, they have the practice of Bodhisattva vows. Bodhisattva vows, Bodhisattva means enlightened being. Okay? And they postpone, so to say, their Buddhahood in order to get many people involved in the practicing and studying, and in order to help them also on their path to Buddha. Okay? This is different. We have to distinguish between these two schools. Whereas in the Hinayana school, they try to reach the Arhat stand, and also like at the entrance to Nirvana. Okay? But in the Mahayana tradition, we don't have this goal. Our goal is not to follow the Bodhisattva path and become the Buddha and reach the Buddhahood in the future. Okay? That's why also like Buddha, when he was enlightened, he wanted to enter into Nirvana because he has reached what he wanted to, this liberation. But after that, the heaven beings, they appeared 3 times and asked him, Buddha, could you please stay with us on this earth, this samsara, in order to teach us your enlightenment, your experiences? And Buddha, he was thinking, oh, I'm not sure if you're going to understand what I'm be teaching you. Okay? But then they're demanding and wanting to stay. So he actually the first 10 days, he was teaching this experience. He talked about Avatamsaka Sutra. This is a very high Mahayana text sutra. And after 21 days, none of them stood what was talking. Okay? So they asked him again, please can you just pull back a little bit, like you from the east, and so on, not like kind of Mahayana thought. So he kind of changed it, and then taught about, as you know, the Four Noble Truths. Okay, this kind of Four Noble Path, we can also use it, and that is interesting because one who are also interested in the Buddha study and teaching, you will get involved in the teaching of the Four Noble Truths. What is the Four Noble Truths about? It's about the suffering. So you realize that you are suffering, mentally and bodily, right? So and then the second path is kind of the second reality. The truth is where does this suffering come from? If you have bodily suffering, you become old, become sick. Where does it come from? Why do I have to suffer that? So it must be a reason, because your body is not something that lasts forever. It undergoes impermanence. Okay, impermanence. That why is that way. And your mental, your ideas, and also, for instance, the same day you wake up, like you're happy, and then at noon you're sad, and evening maybe you are happy again, something like that. So it changes continuously. So it's a kind of deep suffering too, and also because you are attached to many things. very detailed, you know. Stealing is not like stealing, you know. It's more divided in small, you know, chapters, and also learn how to keep it. So altogether it's like about 250 precepts. We have to follow and try to keep it purely. Okay? So if you follow the words Buddha is the keeping the precept, which means make your body clean, you know, and also your mind clean, not in the sense that you take a shower every day or something like that, but clean the mind. You are not attached to this body as something that you can be free from it, from relying on that, from, you know, attachment. Okay? And also free from your mind. So kind of means that you are not attached. You have don't get involved, you are not to the fact that you have dislike to your life. So, okay? So this you're free in that sense. And then if you can practice the silas, the precept, in your life, so you are free from sorrow, from suffering. Because if you don't steal anyone's stuff, you're only, you need to be afraid if someone steals your stuff. If you don't kill any animals and kill any person, so you are free from, you know, having fear that maybe someone will kill you, right? So this is normal. This is automatically that way. That once you keep the precept and you avoid yourself by killing people, animals, sentient beings. Okay? So you're free from having fear that you might be killed. Okay? And so is the following the precept is very important for someone. It's not only for us, but also for you as lay Buddhists. Okay? And then the second one of is the samadhi. Samadhi is the meditation. Is that if you have a Buddhism, either school, you know, if it's a Mahayana school, Hinayana school, we have all kind of method, you know, to help you to have this meditative concentration. Okay? And either you can recite Buddha name. Okay? It's a Pure Land school. In that Pure Land school, we need to learn to recite Buddha name by clear minds. You know? It's not just we recite Namo Buddhaya or Namo Shakyamuni Buddhaya, but also like reading with our mind thinking of the Buddha. You know? And in the sense that we self are the Buddhas. Okay? So, and we also can use meditation. There are many meditation schools. And they have also different kind of method how to help you to calm down your mind. Okay? And it's mindfulness, or observing the breath, doing the body scan method, or using the silent illumination, or Huatou is also a kind of method you can learn. And those methods are designed for, or is taught by Buddha himself, and also the teachers of the meditation school to help you, train the mind and the body. And as you know, in meditation we often say that when body and mind becomes one, then this is a good stage to reach. Okay? So, and then the third one is wisdom. Okay? If we practice the silas precept and practice the method of meditative concentration, it will come automatically wisdom. I think in the meditation school we say like a small wisdom and big wisdom, small enlightenment and big enlightenment. I think again, you guys, every of you have experienced this small enlightenment before. Okay? So let me give you an example. Like If you are hungry, what should you do? Eat something. If you are thirsty, you drink something, right? This doesn't help you if you are, I'm hungry, then you don't want to eat. You'll be hungry all the time. So this, we call it minor enlightenment. We have all the time. And also you learn about the Buddhist teaching. You learn what Buddha has taught us. And you go like, wow, he's so cool. I've been searching for this answer. And now I can read it, I can experience myself. And then this is kind of small enlightenment. Okay? So this is the way how you can practice this daily life. And also like you can practice the 10 wholesome actions. It's just like it has to do with the body and has to do with your speech, talking, and doing with your heart. Okay? So those are divided in 10 different points, actions. Okay? The first one concerning the body, which means do not kill, do not steal, and do not have any sexual misconduct. Those are coming to the body actions. Okay? And to the verbal actions is not to tell lies, not to use the other tongue. Means that you go to person A, and then say something bad about person B. And you go again to person B and say something bad about person A. And those are your two best friends. So you by this you can they have fight argument each other, and they're separate, their friendship as well. Okay? So and also do not saying harsh words. Sometimes we say bad words. Like shout someone badly, and also make the person sad and not happy. And also saying words is you should not say it, because if you have not done it, you have not that steady, but you say, oh, I have done it, I have reached this. And this means that if you are not an arhat, but for instance, you say, I'm an arhat, okay? Or I'm a Buddha, or something like that. It's also not true words. Okay? And so the last one is the group of the mind actions. Those mind actions is greed, hatred, and delusion. So if you go and then try to apply these 10 actions, wholesome action in your life, so you will be free. That is the meaning of liberation. This is meaning of free. Because if you think, oh, will we ever become Buddha in the future? Of course, if you follow this step or you practice the teaching, it slowly moves you, direct you to the Buddhahood. Okay? And important is you have to practice. You use practice in your life. How can I be happy? Okay? How can I be satisfied with my life? How can I be positive in thinking, in speaking, in doing? This is the most important and interesting thing we want to learn, study, and to practice. Otherwise, I don't think that there is any interesting thing in Buddhism. It has to be you, yourself, how you can reach this happiness. Okay? So then I think that those for us, if you want to go deeper into the Buddha teaching and also apply his experiences in your daily life, you want certainly to do this practice, it was step by step. Okay? And this is for us interesting because we can also do that. Buddhism is not something that is far away. This is in daily life. The Buddha teaching is available, is possible in our life. Even though people asking nowadays we are in the 21st century, but there are also still wars and hatred and so on. How can I change it, or how can I kind of contribute to change it? Of course, you cannot just sit there and wait. Okay, everybody just bring peace. You have to do it all the other way around. That means you begin first. If your mind is calm, if your mind is in peace, this peacefulness will be extended to the outside. And if everybody, or I don't know if that everybody, but at least 10 people, maybe 100, maybe 1,000, 10,000, can contribute to the world of peace. So it depends on you. And that is important for us. We can start it by ourselves. Okay? Because it's something, this is applicable in our daily life. It's not like, oh, it's so far away. Buddha, he died already. How can he help me? He still can help you because, just think about it. We have now 2,300 years ago when he was coming to the earth, this place. And then until now, we still know about his teaching. Just imagine, he was not there, he was not here, no. So we don't know about his wisdom. And we don't know the method, the way how we can liberate ourselves from suffering. So because everybody is still looking for happiness. So that's why his teaching is, everlasting until today. Okay? So that is something very good for us. If we can become part of his teaching. Okay? So I hope if you're more interested in Buddhism, you can get some books or you can visit some Dharma talk, and I'm sure you will feel it, that you can change your condition. And this condition in your life will become more happy and so on. Okay, that's it from there. Okay, thank you for listening. So I think we have the sessions called Q&A now, right? So the senior Venerable is over here. You can ask him, or you can ask me if his concern is not. You can directly ask him, and he will, we will be very happy to maybe answer your question. Okay, so you can start now.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Before you have a question and answer, I would like to do you one Dharma song. Okay? In English, not with me. Okay, now repeat after me. Here and now we practice together. 1, 2, 3, go. Here and now we practice together. Our happy life we live in peace and joy. Our happy life we live in peace and joy. Body and mind we live in harmony. Go. Body and mind we live in harmony. Present moment we live so happily. Present moment we live so happily. Now I would like to invite the whole Sangha to put your hand together and follow me. Now, go. Here and now we practice together. Our happy life we live in peace and joy. Body and mind we live in harmony. Present moment we live so happily. Here and now we practice together. Our happy life we live in peace and joy. when you have the children who learn the Dharma, the Buddha, all the time have it song to the Sangha, right? Okay, now the topics I present and brother talking. If you have some question, you can ask some question about the Buddha, about Dharma, and about Sangha. Right now, who volunteer to ask first? Okay, now brother.
My question is about practicing Buddhism in our modern life. And as a layperson, I would like to know how to find the right balance between all the worldly success and my spiritual aspiration. For example, I love art, I love beauty, I love travel, I like monetary success, power, but I like to know what is the right balance between that and living authentically or practicing Buddhism authentically.
Okay, now you ask me.
I ask the Venerable Master or anyone who would like to give me.
I can answer, and if some Dhamma talk out of time, my brother can answer more,
yes,
right?
Yes.
For the Upasaka, Upasika, right? Male and female Buddhist like devotee, right? When you in the morning, when you have time, you wake up, right? You treasure what you have. First of all, you treasure your eyes still alive, right? And you treasure your ear still available to hear everything clearly around you, right? You can treasure your nostril, enjoy breathing in and breathing out. When you breathing in and breathing out, you still alive. If you wake up, maybe if you don't treasure what you had, or some maybe trouble. In the early morning when you wake up, first of all you do your personal activity and you spend at least maybe 15 minutes or half an hour to practice meditation. You get to follow in breath and out breath in mindfulness, right? And enjoy in breath and out breath slowly and comfort and blissfully, right? Breathing in, I know I am still alive. Breathing out, I know I'm still alive. In and out. Very simple practice like this. Because we are like the battery, right? If daily, you see iPhone daily, every day, you don't charge it, right? And battery become low. The same way, in the morning, if you don't practice recharging by practice meditation, and that time your battery become low. That's why, every morning when you wake up and you do personal activity and you practice meditation, enjoy in breath and out breath mindfully and constantly. About 20 minutes or half an hour, that's it, no more. And when you practice regularly, your battery become full, right? And also daily, morning, afternoon, and evening, you can say something, do something wholesome, say something wholesome, and think about something wholesome. Very simple. Wholesome means practice of 5 ethical training, right? Like your brother interviewed you, the 5 ethical training, right? Every time you practice, because of 5 ethical training, no religion. This the Buddha who introduced this teaching or not, this only effective. That's why no killing, no taking what is not given, no doing sexual misconduct, no telling a lie, and no taking drugs, intoxication. If you practice like this all the time, you have more energy. Right? Very simple. So morning do something wholesome, afternoon do something wholesome, evening do something wholesome, a joyful day and night. Very simple. And because the Buddha teaching very practical, right? Very effective. And then you practice the Dharma time, you can say that. In the morning, when you practice, you can follow in breath and out breath mindfully and constantly. In the morning, say something wholesome. In the afternoon, say something wholesome. In the evening, say something wholesome. We have joyful day and night. Right? Simple. And then the first practice, in the morning, think about something wholesome. In the afternoon, think about something wholesome. In the evening, think about something wholesome. And you sit in it, you enjoy in breath and out breath mindfully and constantly. All the time, you have more and more energy. So, basic teaching, basic learning, Dharma learning, for the lay people, right? Who have a lot of busy things. That's why in the morning, if you practice like that all the time, the more you practice, the more you have more energy, in peace and joy. And then for the Sangha master, invite the student, invite senior, invite Dharma brother, sister. Every morning practice the Buddha teaching by chanting, by practice meditation. Daily, like we learn and practice or chant the Buddha teaching, like daily we eat the food. If we don't eat the food, right, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe energy become less. The same way, spiritual food, practice the same way. That's why lady all can practice the Buddha teaching like that. The more you learn, the more you practice, the more you have Dharma joy. Right? You can, when you have Dharma joy, you can send Dharma joy to your loved one, to your neighbor, to your officer, your labor, someone like that. Thank you.
Well, I still have a deep concern. I know the basic teachings of Buddha, no killing, no lying, no stealing, don't do anything bad, no hostility, be kind, be compassionate, be positive. So I do practice all of that, and I'm pretty positive thinking. I always try to look at positive things and look at positive things in people, and I try to say good things every day. But you know, it's hard to find half an hour to meditate when you have a busy life, you have responsibilities, duties, work, and you have families. So I guess I can meditate in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or half an hour. Out of time, you have to exercise, you have to go to work, you have lots of things. So I try to find that balance. But my question is, besides that, I live a life where I enjoy worldly possessions and worldly success. So I like financial success, I like power, I like to pursue beauty and art, and I like to travel and do lots of things, including philanthropic work. But so being a bit ambitious like that, how do I balance that with my spiritual aspiration, to become more Buddhist?
I think as far as I understand your question is, I think there's nothing wrong with having hobbies and some desire or something you like to do, like art or music and so on.
But I like financial success, I like power.
As long as you don't have attachment, you don't have greed. What do we really need in life? A house, a roof, where we can stay, stay inside warm, not get wet from the rain, not get too hot from the summer and so on. So if you are kind of satisfied with what you have, so you are free from attachment. But as long as you have attachment, like I want more, I want to have more. One car is not enough. I need 2 cars. I need 3, 5 cell phones. But in actually, you need only one. It's enough.
So may I address that point? So the idea is I'm really not attached to it. I like it. When I have 1, I like to have 2. When I have 2, I like to have 4. It's just a desire in me. But if I lose, I don't have any sadness. There's no attachment to it.
Yeah.
But it seems to me intuitively that it's against Buddhist teaching. And so I'm trying to find what is the right way. But it's just a character, personality. When you do one thing, you get it, and you want to have more, and to have more. And it's not like I like it. If I don't have it, it's okay too. If you have it, I like to do more.
Yeah. But think deeply. What makes you suffering or not satisfied in your life?
I'm satisfied. But
so it's fine. Okay,
but
if you're satisfied, you can then use this knowledge, this small, enlightenment, and live your way so it makes you happy. This is I think is the goal the goal of we want to reach in our life. So if you can combine this satisfaction with loving kindness, it's not only for you, also like regarding all your family members, all the people, include them into wanting to be satisfied or happiness. That will make you really happy. And so in your daily life, you have to go to work, right?
Yep.
But you still can arrange your day by having maybe like 30 minutes meditating or something like that. So that will bring you, forward to the feeling that, oh, I'm happy, I have everything. And now I can still even do some practices. Okay? And then try step by step. Of course, maybe 15 minutes a day or 20 minutes a day, you can practice meditation.
But what practice and what do I meditate? I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. I have a good family. So I'm happy with my job. I'm happy with my career. So it's just the time. It's very limited time during the day, 24 hours. So now if I do meditation, I would 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What do I meditate on? What do I do?
Because I also have started meditating when I was like 22.
Yeah.
Because I was so stressed in my life. Okay, either in school, university, or the family and so on. So I started to meditate. And the first one is you have to bring your mind to a certain level of kindness. You cannot be happily living, or you cannot be really happy if your mind is like still something going up and down. And also we have a monkey mind. If let me give you an example. If you have a glass of water, right? So there's not only water inside, but also like all the mud, things which is swimming in them. And if you just take the glass in your hand and you shake it, you go around and you shake it, so you won't be able to see the clear water and the things inside of the water. But if you let the water on the table, and it will, all the dust, all the garbage and whatever inside the water will suck down to the bottom. And then you look inside, whoa, you can even see any small sand corn in that. This is only possible if your mind is clear from all of this greed, hatred, and delusion. And this meditating is a method. Since I have talked about the samadhi, okay, this meditative concentration, you can use this method to train your mind, to bring your mind down. Because Buddha taught us, our mind is normally clear, it's reflective. It doesn't make distinguishing between bad and good, high or low, something like that. But we do it because we are deluded. But the mind, the mind is always clear. And become Buddha is when once you can bring your mind to that stage, which is calm, not making any comparison. Okay? And because normally in our life, we used to make dislike or attachment. We call it attachment when if we want to have it more and more. Okay? And dislike, I don't hate it. Okay? I don't push away. I don't want to have it. So it's constantly, just think about your life. Either is it attachment or dislike. And this makes you suffering. Because you know exactly everything, whatever you do, it will make you suffering. Because the things we are attached to is not real. This is just something we need in our life, or it's like a telephone, a cell phone. Okay, has any one of you an iPhone? So the best iPhone now is iPhone 17, right? Okay, iPhone 18 is coming out this year. I heard about it. So are you really satisfied with iPhone 17? What happened is when this year iPhone 18 comes to the market, so will you also want to have iPhone 18?
I would like to have it if it's better, but if I don't have it, I'm not dissatisfied.
Okay, it will be better. It will be
If
better because it's faster, has more function. So it depends on your understanding to really need it. I use the phone for communicating, okay? So it saves time for me and so on. But if you want, you recognize you're attached to the iPhone. So how many hours you spend time on the iPhone every day? The iPhone has a function. It will tell you how many hours, how many time you have spent, looking at the iPhone and using the iPhone. And then maybe you can say, oh, today I have less use the iPhone, and you can kind of happy. Oh, it's good, and so on. But as long as you are attached to something, you're suffering. This is the truth, right? You have to recognize it.
So kind of what you're saying is, on any given topic, look at the big picture.
Yeah.
Do you really need a Mercedes-Benz, or will you be satisfied with the Toyota Corolla? Both get you to the same point. This is more economical, reliable. This has got more bells and whistles. This is going to cause you more stress.
Yeah.
This would be the more practical and simple approach to living a more peaceful life.
Yeah. I agree.
So don't focus on the detail, focus on the big picture.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Must I say something? Like to say something. Good evening, all of my friends. My pastor here, and before 1965, I was a lieutenant in Saigon Army in Vietnam. After I worked together with all American soldiers, whether the soldiers go on non-communist army in South Vietnam, and they arrest me, put me in this camp over 4 years. But when now I don't understand and know about teaching of Buddha, that tend to live in an camp. Some officer friend tell me about Buddhism, and right now I always remember how mind is not real. All money, family, and all things that temporary isn't here only. And our life, my life, I think always in my mind, my life will not long life in this life, and I must die one day, and all human beings in the world are the same. And I think the life of human being look like many flowers open in the morning and close at night. And so now I become a monk, and I remember the song of teaching of Buddha. Every day I will practice every day, and must get back to present moment, beautiful moment right now. And when I watch one step, two steps, I remember I walk. When I drive my car, I remember I drive my car. And when you eat, you remember I am eating. If I have my worship, now I must live good here and share all the knowledge to all friends around me. I met it, and before I stop here, I wish I pray Buddha that all of you will be happy always and try to learn some teaching of Buddha. If Buddha said you get what you pay for, you reap what you sow. Very simple. Thank you.
Okay.
May I ask one more question?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Anh muốn hỏi
Master Hạnh There is no way to peace. Peace is the way. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. There is no way to nirvana. Nirvana is the way. Now and here and yes. Okay, today we have one special guest who come from Germany. If you want to don't forget your mother language, please make the question in German. Wir können auch Deutsche, also die Frage stellen. Wir können auch Deutsche für sich so antworten.
English is fine.
An die Frage? Also, vor einem Jahr habe ich Ihnen so eine Sutra abgegeben. Haben Sie so ganz viele Sutra so gelesen?
Ich habe sie noch nicht ganz gelesen, nee. Nein, habe ich noch nicht gemacht. Ich habe andere Literatur gelesen. Aber es ist schwer für mich, wenn ich etwas lese, wie soll ich sagen? Ich habe jetzt keine konkreten Fragen leider, weil ich nicht richtig vorbereitet bin.
Okay.
Eine Frage, die ich hätte, war in Bezug auf die eine Präsentation.
Ja.
Nee, die eine Präsentation war, Sie haben von Theravada und Mahayana geredet. Ich habe nicht so richtig verstanden, wie Mahayana eigentlich entstanden ist konkret. Also ich weiß, es gibt die Unterschiede zwischen Theravada und Mahayana, aber ich verstehe noch nicht so richtig, wie genau Mahayana überhaupt zustande kam.
So, this question is, I want to talk in English so we go understand a bit. It was offered to ask in German and also get some questions or answers in German, but I think it's more beneficial for all of us if we can understand it. So we'll start right away with the English. So his question is about Theravada and Mahayana, or Hinayana and Mahayana. So this historically seen, so those are development, during the Buddha's when he was still alive. So he and during his teaching, his time, it had started to have some new movement. This is like it's easy for you to understand. Like you have Christianity, right, and one Catholic, and the other is Protestant. Okay, so it's because of location, because of the time. It comes to this, differentiation. Okay? So this is new school, and so it's nowadays you can see this practice of Buddhism schools is mainly divided in Theravada or Hinayana and Mahayana. Hina means small, and Yana is the vehicle. Small, not in the sense that they are, less wise than that. Small means that their goal, as I spoke before, the goal of the people practicing the Hinayana or Theravada Buddhism is to reach, the freedom of birth, of not being old, not getting sick, and death at the end. And so, leave this world and go to Nirvana. There's the goal. They're not coming back. So this is the decisive difference. And in Mahayana Buddhism, our goal is not just now to be liberating ourselves.
Yeah, I understand. That's what you said earlier. I understand the difference, the basic difference between Theravada, Hinayana, and Mahayana. I understand the difference. What I don't understand historically, how did Mahayana specifically come out of Theravada? Because Theravada obviously was first, because the Buddha taught, his sutras and everything, and then he had multiple disciples. But at some point, there's an offshoot that developed into Mahayana, and I'm curious about the specific events or people, whoever, that
direction towards Mahayana versus continuing the Theravada path.
So you know that there's been like 4 or 5 councils when after Buddha died, right?
Yes.
So after that, Ananda was the disciple who was able to repeat all the Buddha's teaching. And the Buddha's teaching is not exclusively only those who can read the Tripitaka. There are also teachings where Buddha has taught about Maya, big creator. So this is a different teaching. And because Mahakasapa is the eldest disciple of Buddha, and he was something who is doing the ascetic life. And so he said, okay, I only make concealed summaries of the teaching, which is, according to his practice. And so all those of the teaching which are not included in the Tripitaka. But what happened? All the teaching which we know now, say is Mahayana teaching, have been hidden. And there is another student side of Buddha, who also had this kind of concept, and he repeated all the Mahayana texts. So there has been 2 groups of monks after Buddha's life. Okay, so it's developing itself according to the location, the time. And so we have the 2 branches. And then from that on, each group developing itself. And now we can find Mahayana Buddhist teaching in Tibet or in Vietnam, in Korea, and so on. Whereas the other Theravada teaching mainly in South. So it's developing at the same time. So and the goal is important, right? Because the goal is in Mahayana is going following the Bodhisattva path, okay, and reach the Buddhahood. Whereas in Theravada, they are only main concentrating on the Nirvana or one of this Arahant. Yeah, that's it. So roughly, of course, we can talk, exchange some more. Okay.
Yes, I explained a bit about Mahayana Theravada. After the Buddha passed away, the Buddhism was transferred to the northern part of time, we can say Mahayana Buddhism. For example, Tibet, China, Korea, Japan, Vietnam, right? But after the Buddha passed away, and Buddhism transferred the southern direction. At the time, you see here, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Burmese, Cambodia, and South Vietnam. But different name, the Buddha teaching the same. For example, virtual, precept, sila, samadhi, concentration, and wisdom, same, right now the same. This place is teaching, no different. You see Buddha only one, no 2, right? The history called Buddha only one, right? But different directional some we can say Mahayana, we can say Theravada, different color, but the same Buddha, the same pattern, right? So basic teaching, virtue, meditation, and wisdom, the noble path, same, no different, right? Different like food, right? Sometimes you say pho, noodle, right? Different name, right? But eating for the nurture, this body, this physical body or spiritual body, same, right? So if we have discrimination all the time, we can say Mahayana Theravada because they depend on direction, northern or southern. That's it. Okay. Now the last question for new person. Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Last.
The name of the disciple of Buddha comes to my mind. This Puna, developing.
Okay. Yes, and the last question for the new person. Yeah, new person. New person. Okay. If you want to ask question more, maybe after this class, and I will ask in Vietnamese or English also. In Vietnamese, okay, I answer anything you like. Okay. Now we person who have one question. How do you feel when you learn the Buddha teaching today?
Okay.
Yes.
If you don't have a question, I have a one. I practice the Buddha teaching until today 64 years now. And during this time, I think at my mind don't have a difference between Hinayana, Theravada, Mahayana, even Vajrayana. But I have only Yana, that means that Buddha Yana. Thank you very much. Okay, that is the end of.
Okay, so anything satisfied for you?
Yeah, this is the answer that I was.
Yeah, good. Okay. So on behalf of the Sangha, Master here with us, and today special day for you who come here to learn the Buddha teaching in English, not Vietnamese. Right? Tomorrow, who want to learn the Buddha teaching more and more in Vietnamese, please keep going to Phổ Quang Buddhist temple. From here to there, around 40 minutes, 45 minutes. If you learn Vietnamese, I don't have any question you can ask, right? Okay, thank you so much for your learning and practicing the Buddha teaching very well with the Sangha here. May you be well. May you be well. May you and your loved one be well, happy in this school. Thank you so much for your listening and learning the Dharma with the Sangha here. Thank you. Thank you. The whole Sangha, please stand up and say the manners in English. Now, please. Yes, brother, can say some.
Dear brother and sister, thank you for your spending time with us. And tonight, after we're done, we also have a dinner for all of us, and we invite you to stay back and enjoy the dinner with our Sangha. Thank you.
Yes, and before we end activity, I would like to invite the whole Sangha to put hand together and repeat after me. May I be well. May you be well. May we be well. May all beings on earth be well, happy, peaceful, and be free from suffering, anger, illusion, hatred, ignorance, and violence. May the Buddha and Bodhisattva bless us and protect us happily and peacefully. Thank you so much for your here. Thank you. Now, before we have dinner, I would like to invite Master and whole Sangha take picture together. Now, please come here.